Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Aquarius. If Aquarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. I'm watching out for cats. Last night, TT, while I was doing the Gemini reading, sorry, forgot to turn off the water thing. TT went ahead and decided to pull the whole thing down here. So I'm on high alert. Okay, so we also have the Two of Discs as our card tonight. All right. And let's go ahead and look at these tea leaves, see what's going on here. Ooh, I immediately see a 5, like you would see on a die. So we have 5, a very important number it looks like. And if you have not subscribed yet, Aquarius, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And it is free to subscribe. Okay. All right. So I want to start right here. We have a person who is kind of blowing a horn here. And I think of immediately kind of the opening ritual of, whatever ritual, ceremony, Sabbath, or some kind of activity or game or whatever it is, the beginning of the event, okay? So the opening horn is being blown, and so begins this new cycle, this new thing that has really taken hold. We've been through a lot here, Aquarius. There's been all kinds of this and that, a couple of tower moments, I believe, and in the last couple of years here. And so we are coming into a place of, and we've talked about this a lot, I know, but a real place of power. And I think this is really going to be a year that begins really a new act in your life, not just a chapter, not just a scene, but an act, okay? And hello, baby. And so something really to look forward to. I think that this is going to be a really good time for you. Come on, baby. Yes. I know, big boy. The house is cold. We can't help it. It's just been so cold because we've been having these blizzard winds and everything has just absolutely, that Arctic air has set in. It's just cold. Okay, so, we're getting into this new space. We have the heart. I know I saw a couple of other little hearts here. And we'll find them for sure. But let's see. I want to go right here. We have, it looks like a parent, maybe these are 3 together. And we have the person who's blowing the horn. We have a child. We have, another adult, okay? So I'm thinking, this is not necessarily in the physical realm, although it could be. But I do think that there is a sense of great unity, of kind of this divine family. And this can be, you know, we do talk a lot about Jungian psychology here, and the archetypes and all of these kinds of things. And this divine family really is that anima, animus, the kind of chemical wedding, right? The merging of opposites, the solar, the lunar, and then coming forth the star, right? And that is the child, that is the hope for the future. And so I really feel that there is a completeness happening, there is a confidence, there is just all of the elements that need to come together. Okay, let's get your rear end out of there, little baby. Ooh, big jump. Okay. So, you know, all these elements really coming together to forge this really, really deep alliance within self. And I feel you really believing in yourself so much. So, we also come up here to this tree. And it looks like we have kind of the scene of it's a tree, the top, the canopy. We have a bird's nest. We have a bird sitting here. And I feel this real sense of serenity. And I'm going to set this down for a second because I want to think about this visual that I keep kind of feeling. There's a sense of kind of really twisted roots. If you could imagine, not roots, I'm sorry, the trunk, right? The trunk twisted into itself and moving upwards towards the light. And you can imagine maybe a forest that is very populated by trees that are interconnected, right? And they are interconnected. We may not be able to always see it, but they very much connect within their root systems. And I see this tree, this particular tree, trying to turn itself upwards, getting closer and closer to that opening into the sun. Okay, and I feel this is almost this feeling within self. I can imagine you closing your eyes with the sun coming down onto your face, and this feeling of letting go, shedding these old things, letting the thing that is left, the parts of self that feel so valuable and so unshakably you, right? Those core things. And it is parts of personality. It is parts of your personal mythology, but it is also that will, that fiery thing that flows through you and you know, brings that spark that enlivens your cells and gives house to this consciousness that you are so woven into, right? And so I feel you growing towards that light, through that guiding light, through that life-giving light. And while you close your eyes, you feel the sun on your face, but it is also that interior light that just kind of glows, emanates from the very core of, you know, your core chakra, your heart chakra, out through your throat chakra. You open your mouth and it's just light, right? Your eyes, you open your eyes and there's light, and you, of course, emanating out of your head like a beautiful halo. And this is the impression. This is where you step into. This is what overcomes you. This is the awe, right? This is the blessing, the thing that is promised. And I look through these, and I see we have an apple, and there is the illuminated candle here before. Now the apple has to do with health. When I see this is kind of the idea that there will be a period of time where there is ease of health issues or continued health, okay? If you are somebody that deals with maybe chronic pain or chronic illness, this will be a period of time where you aren't really having flare-ups, right? Things are kind of stabilized. You're in a place of some ease, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Now, this illuminating candle next to the apple, I feel that it has been some clarity or understanding or knowledge gained, right, about your health issue. And so maybe you have found some kind of treatment or technique, some kind of something that helps you manage what is going on. Okay. And now if you don't really have health issues, this really is about finding new ways to keep yourself motivated to continue on your path of wellness. Okay. And I think this is very important. This is going to be one of the real focuses of this next period of time. And so we have that tree, and I'm just looking at that tree, and I love the imagery of it. The birds nesting, and I feel like this really is, it's a sign of thriving, really. It also is, we know the birds, at least in my readings, I feel that the birds are often the messengers, and we know they are. They're the messengers. They bring us news from the spirit lands, right? And so in this harmony that you are coming to, you are achieving, you are within, there are messengers coming through. You are fully in that kind of intuitive state. If you are some kind of medium, clairvoyant, channeler, you have visions or something like this, these will be very potent times. Okay. Now let's see. Lots of twos recently. We have a 2, we have a 2, we have a 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so 4 twos, 22, 22 maybe. Might be important number. Now, we have boats. Energies moving. And this really, it does align with this idea of the 2 of discs. And the 2 of discs really is so much about this balance. We have the Ouroboros, we have the yin and yang, but also containing all elements. Okay, so everything in balance. As above, so below. The microcosm flowing upwards into the macrocosm, the macro into the micro. And so all things mirror themselves on all levels, right? And I look at these, I see these boats, and the boats really are movement of energies usually in my readings, and I believe that this is so. I think that there is a sense of letting go of old things. We've talked about this a lot in Aquarius readings. There have been great advances forward and really kind of clearing your life out of these old energies that really at some points were quite stuck stifling, right? Really kind of holding you back or into place, these blockages, stagnant. No more, right? No more. And I can imagine here we have the boats. We also have this person who is kind of just plunging into the waters. Now we also have the heart here. So I really do believe that through all of this work, all of this movement, there has really been this courageous, just a revitalization of spirit, right? And really just jumping into those most holy and unconscious places, swimming through imagination, having moments that feel just so divine, right? It doesn't have to be explainable. It doesn't have to be something that you can articulate, right? There's no need to be able to quantify them or make sense of them, but this is the impression, the sensation, the ability to be so immersed in this thing, to know without even knowing the details that this is a holy moment, and this is a holy moment, and this is a holy moment, right? This is a blessing. And it is so accessible. I used to really laugh at this idea, and I know it's silly, but I was young, and honestly, I have ADHD, and my head is very rarely quiet. But I used to really kind of, laugh at the idea that we get to these divine interactions, these just little sparks of the cosmos, often by learning how to quiet our mind, to sit still, to let go of the attachment that is the need to keep moving mentally, emotionally, physically, filling our every moment to the brim with sensations and things and choices and I'm terrible at this. Let me just tell you, I have sometimes the TV on, I have music playing, the washer and dryer going. I'm talking to my daughter. I'm moving around the houses. There are things sitting around. I'm cleaning, cooking, playing, dancing. Whatever. All these things. It is overwhelming. I like it. But like my husband, he walks into, he's like, okay, this is too much. This is a ball of energy happening, right? Sometimes when we can find a way to let go of the need for all of that, even just for a moment, a few moments, a handful of moments, a pocket full of moments, an armful of moments, right? A little more. And in these times when it's just you and that vast unknown, that ineffable thing. And so these feelings, these impressions, these pangs, these sparks, they strike us. They light us up. They bring us beautiful dreams and horrifying things sometimes. But we begin to feel something. Something that is not, it's not exactly like the sensations of the physical realm. And I look at this bowl and I think, you are, for whatever reason, whatever the circumstances, you have found yourself in a place where you have more of these moments. And they are finding you. They're finding you. There's a lot of beauty there. We also have, let's see, we have an 8. That one that looks like a person looks like an 8 as well. All right, let's see what we have over here. Over here we have a llama. We have, it looks like a little bit, maybe a little moth. Ooh, we have somebody sending out blessings. You can see, hopefully that is, hopefully that's clear. I can't tell, it's so bright on here. Arms raised, we see sending out those energies, those intentions. The llama I love because not only is it kind of a pack animal, it's very loving and silly and strong, right? It's soft, but it is so powerful, you know. And so whenever I see that, I think of this, the ability to be strong and useful in your own life, showing up for yourself, you know, carrying the things that you need to carry until you don't need to anymore. But you're also silly and soft and woolly, or is it wool? I don't know what it's called. I think I'm thinking of the alpaca, maybe. Do we take llama's hair? I don't know. Maybe it's the alpaca. But llamas are also very, very kind of fuzzy. And so there is just a kindness and beauty, and you know, I feel people who are in your life, people who come close to you, who you let close to you, really. They adore you. They adore you. They trust you. They feel safe with you. And then we have the moth, okay? So the moth really, it's the attraction to light, of course, but also the bringer of omens, right? And so, you know, I think that in this time period, it really is kind of a place where you should be looking at the signs around you, the patterns. Don't doom yourself to anything. You know, for me, it depends on the day, really, how I look at my fortune, how I look at my are these blessings, or is this going to be another problem, right? It's the same outcome. It just really it depends on my perception most of the time. So I think really looking at, you know, sign, symbols, synchronicities that are coming and flowing through your life, keeping them written down, maybe just making a list, looking for things that are really, really strongly repeating themselves. You know, I think that would be something that is a worthwhile endeavor, but keep an open mind, right? Keep an open mind. I also think setting your intentions, if you have not already for the year, it does not have to be, you know, a resolution, or you're going to sacrifice something out of your life, let something go. By the way, let me just tell you, and I'm not trying to flex on anybody, or, you know, I'm not out here bragging too much, but I'm almost off the coffee. I'm almost done with it. I am down to just like half a cup in the morning. Now, I was drinking, mind you, I was drinking like 4 or 5 cups worth a day. And so this is a big deal for me to get down to that. And it's been going, you know, I'm noticing some really positive. Now, do I love coffee? Yes. Am I going to slander it? No. But at this point in my life, for right now, I'm not saying I'm not going back, but it is something that has helped a lot with my anxiety. So I'm proud of myself. So yeah, I mean, you know, but I think this is more about setting intentions. If you are doing yearly sacrifices, or, you know, our seasonal sacrifices, and this is what I do. I'm not talking about sacrificing anything, but you know, things in our life that maybe don't serve us, things that we want to change, things that maybe we want to let go for a little bit, so that when we do return, it is all the more enjoyable, right? So, anyways, let's go ahead and look at these. They are the Mary Magdalene Oracle cards. This is from Megan Watterson. And these are, I've been using affirmation cards a lot. These are more traditional kind of oracle cards. So we're just going to kind of get through here. I'm really in this Magdalena vibe right now, and I go through this. In my bedroom, I have a Magdalena icon right next to the bed. So this one says, the sixth power: the body never lies. The body never lies. And look how beautiful these cards are. I mean, they're just really gorgeous. And so, yes, listening to our bodies. And I think that this has to do with that apple that we were seeing for sure. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such a pleasure to be able to do so and to bring these messages to you. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you would like to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. They mean the world to me. They really do. And, you know, I just love hearing about how you all are doing, what's going on in your world, and all that kind of beautiful stuff. So with that, I will say, I love you. I thank you. We will talk in a few days. Take care of yourself. And hopefully you're getting decent weather wherever you are, and also staying safe within that. I know there's just been so much weather stuff everywhere. Okay, Aquarius, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.